This video found you for a reason, and I really believe that it's because you are ready. It's your time to go to a next level of growth and alignment in your life. Merging our masculine and feminine energies, being on a journey to grow our business or our YouTube channel, nurturing our soul on that journey. If this resonates with you, comment, "I am ready," or "It's my time." Alright, so let's go. Merging our masculine and feminine energy. It can be a struggle to find balance in life. You have objective, ambition, but you don't even know how to tackle them, where to start. Now is the time to start for you. To find that balance, you need to embrace and integrate all aspects of yourself. So having the right balance between your masculine energy and your feminine energy is really the key in order to not only attract to yourself those dreams and those goals that you have, and also at the same time taking care of yourself and also nurturing your soul. Let's talk about merging our masculine and feminine energies, right? I will focus on intuition for the feminine energy because for me it's where everything starts. So listening to your intuition, how can you activate your intuition? We are going to talk about that. And for the masculine energy, I'm going to talk especially about the discipline and the consistency. How can you nurture your discipline? Intuition, discipline. So how can you nurture your intuition? How can you activate your intuition? Because it's always there, but the volume with which it speaks to you or with which you receive it can be different depending on how busy you are, right? Sometimes we really choose to ignore that intuition and to do something else, but then you will have the consequences as well, right? So how can we nurture our intuition? I will share with you my favorite ways. Number one, I love to take walks in the park. What that does is calming the busy mind and letting your balanced mind shine. When you work, you can slow down your work and look around you and admire what is around you. You can also go inward and think about all the blessings that are already in your life. When you have that kind of energy, then your intuition can be louder and you can see a path that is for you. I believe this video found you for this reason, that it's your time now to start your journey as well, to follow that dream that you always had, that thing that you always loved. It's your time to follow that. So listen to what your intuition is telling you towards what that dream is and towards what is the next step or the first step that you need to take for that dream. So I talk about work in nature, right? Another thing is journaling. If you have a question in your mind, like, what is my next step? You can write that on a journal and just write down everything that comes to your mind, right? Or if you are afraid of something and you cannot put your finger on what exactly you are afraid of, you can also write about what am I afraid of, right? What am I ready to let go of? And then you will write, let just your pen move and write what comes in your mind. Even if it's just doodling, just write until something comes. And then afterward, you can read what you have written and choose if you want to keep those things in your belief system. If, for example, it's a fear, do you want to keep being afraid of that thing? If not, then choose to let that go. Choose to release it. It's the first step. It doesn't mean that when you release it like that, it will never come back again. But it's the first step, choosing to let it go. And then when it comes back, if it comes back, you do the same thing again. You choose again to let it go. And this is how the volume of that fear will become lower and lower with time, and how you will be able to liberate yourself from that. So journaling can really help you. And another beautiful thing for strengthening your intuition or activating your intuition is the visualization process. So for any outcome that you want, let's say you want to start your YouTube channel or to grow your YouTube channel, imagine the final outcome that you want and listen to your body, listen to the sensations in your body, how that makes you feel, right? Imagine yourself with that outcome already. Add feelings of joy, of fulfillment, of ease to that outcome. And by doing this, you will see more easily what it means for you actually to have that outcome. For example, if you want your 1,000 subscribers on YouTube to get monetized, right? 1,000 subscribers and 4,000 hours of watch time. When you imagine that, do you see yourself fulfilled? Do you see yourself rested? Do you see yourself how you achieve that easily? Or do you see yourself burn out and stressed and like, finally I achieved this, but feeling really depleted and burned inside? You can see the difference between those two outcomes. But by intentionally choosing the outcome that will get you that fulfillment, that joy, that enjoyment of the process, that ease, that flow, you are going to be able to really attract that more in your life. These are my favorite ways how to activate and nurture your intuition. We talk about being in nature, right? We talk about journaling and we talk about visualization. Those are my favorite ways. And for visualization, you can even go a step further when you imagine that person that you are with your goal, your current goal, like you are now monetized. What is the dream of that person, right? Maybe it's now attaining 10,000 subscribers. Okay, that person, how does she feel, right? Who is she? How does she behave? Being able to see all of that and listening to the sensation of your body, like, are you happy about thinking about those things? Do you feel pressured? Are you stressed when you think about those things? And if that is the case, how can you make it more easy, more peaceful in your body when you think about those outcomes? Because when you can see yourself with that outcome at a peaceful state, at a fulfilled state, then it becomes easier for you to see the path that will lead you to that peaceful state and fulfilled state with that outcome as well. And the first outcome of 10,000 subscribers can be so easy to attain then. So it can seem so out there or so cliche when I just talk about those methods like that. But really, those are the methods that has brought me here where I am. I'll be transparent about sharing my journey. Like, I've been on a plateau for a very long time, and doing some things and expecting different results is what Einstein said was insanity, right? So I decided to do things differently, and this time, instead of just investing in the next course, I chose to invest in a coach. So ask yourself, how can I invest in myself, right? It can be putting your time, like you are doing right now, watching this YouTube video, but it can also be investing in a course, or it can also be working with a coach, right? And it is a growth journey. So I used to think that I don't need a coach, but when you are at that plateau, you need to have external input of an expert that can see your blind spot that you are not able to see yourself, or that can help you go past through those blockages that you have, and those things will really help you to grow. And I would love to tell you that it is really your work that is going to make the difference, right? Which leads me to one of my next steps that I wanted to talk to you about, which is give yourself permission to experiment. I will give you an example for this in my own journey, growth journey on YouTube and in business, right? For example, I gave myself permission to create and upload 3 videos in 3 days. I have a video that I prepared about this, but I'm still editing it, so it will be ready when it's ready, and I will show you that. And another thing that I did was, before I used to think, oh, I don't want to take those popular topics and just do videos about them. But I see that trending videos is a really good way to grow, to attract people to your channel, especially when you are a small channel, and especially when you feel stuck, when you are not growing anymore, when your views are like no bigger than the number of months in a calendar. Then you really need to do a different strategy, and this is using the topics that are already popular and give your own point of view on those topics, right? This is what I did, for example, with my last video. That was really like 400 views in 4 days, which I have not seen in a long time. I don't even think that my old videos, 1 year ago, grew that fast, right? So it's really important to give yourself permission to experiment. And that was me following my intuition that led me to do that experiment with that video, right? When you are attracting something to yourself, what is really helpful is to have focus and clarity in order to listen to your intuition. So I didn't think that I would talk about that example in this video, but let's go. So I was doing a fast to clarify my mind on knowing what the next step is for that growth, right? And I have the vidIQ extension on my YouTube channel. It's something that you can invest in. I've invested in that, and they were suggesting some inspiration video. For the longest time, I didn't click on those videos. I was just like, oh, okay. But it was after a 24-hour fast that I had my intuition tell me, click on that video. And what I discovered was that the video was at 1 million views, but it was the same topics that I was discussing in one of my past live stream. I call that live stream, Is Your Light Shining Enough So That Others Can See, right? I think that video has like 12 views or something. But that title about if this video found you, then it's meant for you. It's so intriguing, right? You have to click on it, and I add, watch it now. So that intrigue is what makes people click on it, and then you are the one as a thumbnail title. And this really made all the difference in attracting more people, right? And what I understand is that when people are engaging, since you've reached this part of the video, give it a thumbs up and subscribe if this resonates with you, right? So what I see is that when people stop engaging, like liking or commenting, then the algorithm stop showing it to many people. But when people are engaging, like liking the video or sharing the video or commenting on the video, the algorithm understand that it can continue to push those videos to other people, right? So this is a very beautiful thing and important thing to understand, especially if you are trying to grow your YouTube channel as well. So listening to your intuition can then guide you to do those trending topics, right? This is a beautiful way how to merge feminine energy, your intuition, with masculine energy, the execution of those ideas that your intuition will give you. Okay, let's move on to how to nurture our masculine energy then. And I will choose the part of discipline and consistency, since we are talking about that growth journey in business and on YouTube, right? So how does it look like? A beautiful way how I nurture my masculine energy is around taking inspired action. So what does it mean for me? It means that I create daily priority action that I will do the next day. I love to write in my journal also the day before 3 priority things that I will do the next day. It can be filming a video. It can be editing the video. It can be uploading a video. It can be optimizing a video, like writing the description, putting the thumbnail, designing the thumbnail, adding the card at the end, and adding related videos, maybe those kind of things. So writing in your journal is really a beautiful tool that you can use in order to change your life, right? So those priority action is going to tell you that you are going forward your goal and that you are attracting that goal towards you. Because when you are going toward your goal like that with focus and determination, that goal cannot help but come nearer to you. So it's not just about the masculine energy, it's also about the feminine energy, like we talked before. Listening to that intuition before you execute, right? Because just executing for the sake of executing, creating videos, but not make sure that you are following what your intuition is saying, might lead to a plateau, right? Like you are creating videos, but they are not getting so many views. Or you are creating videos, but people are not engaging with them. You are not helping people, which is another beautiful thing that I decided to implement in my video forward. Really give value. So I'm doing this video right now to tell you what my breakthroughs have been that helped me to be on my journey to creating wealth, right? This is how I will create forward, adding more value instead of creating my courses and wanting to sell them my courses. Although this is also important, it's more important to really help people, like they call it, add value before you start talking about anything that you want to sell. So this video found you because it's also your time to share your message and to start your journey to create your wealth, or to start your journey to follow that dream that you always had. So as you can see, I intermingle that masculine structure, that feminine energy, intuition, and that discipline with the growth on the YouTube journey, right? When you try to grow, you experiment, you give yourself permission to do things, to stretch your boundaries while taking care of yourself. You listen to your feedback and you continue that way. So now talking about nurturing your soul. So think about nurturing your soul like if you were trying to keep a fire alive. If you are not tending to that fire, then it will burn out, right? But if you take care of yourself, like reflecting, recharging, nurturing, listening to your intuition, you will have that inner fire always that can then inspire other people. So it also means that you sometimes give yourself permission to rest. Like I talk in my video about the creative cycles, there are times where your inspiration is really high and where you can create in batch. And then other times where your intuition is calling you to rest more, to go inside, to reflect in order to find new inspiration that you will bring in the next phase of creation. But sometimes you really need to have that balance. It might take you more energy to create in the resting phase where you are supposed to rest, right? To plant the seed that will grow in the next inspiration phase. So when we talk about discipline and consistency, sometimes you'll be called to create even in that phase of rest. And there you can manage your energy. For example, doing a cold shower to really shake your energy up, or planning the day before, okay, tomorrow I will do a video. What does it mean for you, right? Preparing your ideas that you will talk about, what you will wear or something like that. Prepare in advance so that on the day, the energy that you bring in can be more free to flow, right? But when you create in the phase of the cycle with high energy, then you don't have to worry about those things. Everything just flows. The ideas, the preparation, everything flows because you are really inspired. And for this video especially, I am doing it in one of the phases. So this video is kind of in between because I am also reacting to one of the previous video that I did, which had really momentum, right? And so I am adding more value on this video so that I can post it next time. But actually I am in my resting phase somehow. So it's like being a tree with deep roots. The deeper you can have your roots and nurture yourself, the higher and more resilient you can grow. The same as the inner grounding of the tree. Nurturing your soul is like nourishing yourself at a deeper level. Just like with the trees, the roots that are so deep will help the tree stand tall even when there is a strong storm. The tree can be flexible and you stand tall, right? But if you don't nurture yourself that deep, then the next storm and you are already down, right? So regularly nurturing the soul is a really important aspect that I want to cover also during this journey, because it's really helpful for us to uncover our fears. And when we uncover our fears, then we go forward on another next level on our growth journey. So if this resonates with you, then comment below and let me know what dreams you are ready to bring to life. I prepared for you this beautiful small guide. It all starts with your intuition. You will get inner work prompt, inspired activity, and affirmation. Take it one step at a time and do one activity every day. If you want help to get more clarity, I now offer consulting and coaching. Link in the description below. So give this video a thumbs up if you enjoyed it and let me know what your biggest takeaway is. Sending you so much love and abundance and many blessings. God bless you. Bye bye.